Finally, we are live after 3-4 tries. This shit just suddenly magically decides to work. Okay, thank you. This time is not my fault, okay? Don't bring up the tomatoes, dude. This time is not my fault. This time is not my fault. I wanna know though. Can you let me know whether if the stream has any lag? Is the internet okay? Let me know, because I had some problems with it, like literally right now. So let me know if it's fresh, if it's smooth. But anyhow, can we just freaking say we did it? We managed to pull through. We managed to win this game with attitude, with vigor. And for me, that's the word. Vigor, energy, passion, attitude. And we come through. My goodness, we finally had one of these games where we needed to prove something, and we made it. We made it. All of these games like Atletico, all of these games like PSG, all of these games like Real Madrid, even Sevilla before, we finally come here, we put our flag down and we say, you know what? We're not finished, because it doesn't matter what players do we have on the bench. It doesn't matter what strategy we're going to put out. It could be 4-3-3. It can be 3-5-2. It can be freaking like at the end of the game where it was 3-3-4. It doesn't really matter. We come through, we play our own game, and with attitude, we win. That's the key for me today, guys. We came and showed attitude, passion. We ran. We went every single step of the way, and we checked all the boxes. All the boxes. For me, this is the best game I've seen so far of Barcelona, because we had how much? We had 180 minutes of football, right? 180 minutes of football. And for me, of that 180 minutes of football, I'll say Barcelona were in control for 80% of the game, 75% of the game. That's really good. That's proper good. That's not Manchester City levels of good, but it was proper. It was solid. And I loved it every single step of the way. Guys, how do you think? What did you think of this game? Let me know in the chat below. Whilst I come here and read a donation from our main man, Tarek Yunis. Wow. Come on, let's say. I'm so proud of this team. They looked more united than ever. They've been in the last few seasons. We lost some important games in recent weeks, but I still believe we're on the right path. Consistency is key, and I know we can get there. Yeah, I agree perfectly with you on that one. I really do. Because so far, everything that we do in this game that has to take into account just consistency, attitude, passion, all of these things together, it comes through. When we don't think too much about the tactics, we don't think about too much who has to play, which player is better in which position, we just end up playing our game, and we don't have to relax. We don't have to pull out these other things from out of the box. We just focus on the little things, and we needed to fix just the intensity that we pressure, and we fixed that, and we found the system in the 3-5-2 where we just see a team that is not afraid of going forward, a team that is not afraid of losing a ball in behind, and that is what we needed, dude. That is literally what we need. I'm sweating. Dude, I'm sweating. When I watch games like this, when I watch the big games, I just lose my chair. I just put the chair to the side and just walk around my room. And this room, it gets pretty hot in here. It gets pretty hot. 180, 120. Okay, 120. Fuck. How many times I have to remind you guys that that literally I have never failed anything in school. I was not the best student, but I never failed. And the only thing that I've ever failed in my life was math. The only thing I've ever failed in my life was math. We have another donation here, this time around from Kule Axel. Says Braithwaite is our new Origi low. I have to admit that I agree with that statement completely, because I just thought, honestly, the combination of Henrik Larsson and Braithwaite together was just gonna click so much, because in it we saw kind of super subs all together, and I think that solved many of our problems. In someone like Henrik Larsson, we can teach Braithwaite to be that decisive clinicer, clinical player, and that's exactly what Barcelona needed. A player that can bring off the bench and have some sort of impact. So indeed, I love that. And like one of our moderators here, Amar, is saying we want every single 50-50. And that's the thing, guys. This football, this modern football nowadays, it's very reliant on the 50-50s. It's very reliant on you trying to win the second ball. And when you win physically, most of the time you're going to be winning the game because you win more ground. You push your team further forward. You can push the lines onwards. And that is something that Barcelona did today. So indeed, when you have a team that is proper mentally and physically, then you can go all the way. And I am really, really proud with what we did today. People are saying to talk about Mingueza. Here A and G Star says, talk about Mingueza. Mingueza is a monster, dude. And most importantly, I think this is his position. I think that center back may be a little bit too kind of cautious for him. I think that he's a player that really likes to be aggressive on the front foot. And when you have something like that, perhaps a defense of a back four per se, a defense of two center backs may not be the best thing, because most of the time you're going to be ending up with a player that could make some mistakes when he's trying to be aggressive, right? When he's trying to push and be out of the line, break the mold. And sometimes that can kind of push you back into a misplaced opportunity from the opposition or something like that. But in a back three where you have more numbers, when you have someone like this that can overlap you, underlap you in a way, and then have Piqué that can shift to the right or stuff like that, you are a little bit more secure. So I think that's where Mingueza really shows his skill. And Mingueza today, like I said, it was proper. It was proper. People are talking about AG stars again. Well, you're talking about Griezmann, but I wanna read other people. Come on, guys, leave me comments down below. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can. Farhan Ahmed saying Dest were really good but a little bit tired. Dest is someone that is kind of Arthur in a way, because it's Arthur kind of struggle a lot with stamina, and I think that is something that Dest really also struggles with. He played a lot at the start of the season and he wasn't 100% fit, so that is something that could happen with him. I think Dest was incredible in this formation, in the 3-5-2. He really shows his attacking prowess, and when it comes to defending, he, like I said with Mingueza, the same thing. He can just have extra security at the back and just do what he wants, he can just do what he wants. That's basically it, right? So I really like that. I really like this formation with Dest. And some people were scrutinizing Dest and his penetration, and it wasn't as effective. But I think the opposite. I think Dest was pretty on point. I really think. Yo Pierre here with a message that is very important. Says Buga, nobody's talking about Griezmann, but it was his amazing cross that assisted Piqué. I have to admit as well that cross was very relatable to the one that we saw from Neymar in the remontada a few seasons ago in the 6-1 against PSG, because he did the same thing. Griezmann didn't took the easy cross. He could have just passed it back. He could have just crossed it immediately, but he decided to take that extra touch. And you know what? Do that fake shot in behind, and then take out completely the defender. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Ocampos. I'm not too sure. Maybe it wasn't even a defender, because at this stage Sevilla were defending with like 11 men. So indeed, he just takes out the player out of the equation and then just puts a cross into the head of Piqué. And that for me is what you need in a way. Players that are smart. And that precise touch, that one touch is the difference between a World Cup winner and someone who is just another forward. That is the difference. That is the level, the height of quality that we're talking. And precisely with Griezmann, it's a very good example of the player that we paid for, Wasir Siad saying, even Firpo at right back was decent today. Yeah, even Firpo was decent, because we saw a team that was just so further up the field that at this stage it didn't really matter that we had the players in the right positions, because, well, mainly the center backs. When you have such an attacking team, the formations and the positions kind of just come out of the equation, because what's more reliant is on your physical ability. So Firpo is going to be a player that can overlap. He's going to be a player that is spacey, and he's a player that can help you be more dynamic, certainly more than Mingueza. So I think that was the right decision by Koeman to put him in. It was something that, of course, ideally we would have brought in someone like Sergio Roberto instead of Firpo, and he would be his natural position. But with the limitations that we have right now, it's not that bad. And I love that. I love that completely. Koeman, you know what? Let's take this chance to talk about the substitutions, because I think in a game like this, the substitutions can make or break a team, because Barcelona were very strong throughout the entire, I would say, 70 minutes. But then in the second half, Sevilla grew more into the game. And this is a moment where you have to make those substitutions, because substitutions can once again kind of right like out of the get-go, like click, and then automatically revert the situation back in your favor. So I was thinking maybe take out Pedri. I think Pedri was left for too long. I think it really was. I think someone like Ricky Puig coming in would have helped us a lot. It's unfortunate that he didn't get a single minute, but I thought that initially his substitution would have been much needed. But Koeman at the end of the day did kind of hit the nail in the head or something. I don't know what's expression in English, but he did do the right thing, because by introducing Ilex Moriba, he was anticipating the physicality of the game that was going to develop. So indeed, it was an important substitution, and it worked out. But apart from that, I think Trincao was okay. I was not too sure about the introduction of Griezmann. I think more the introduction of someone like Braithwaite could have been giving us a lot more in attack, but at the end of the day, he did put Braithwaite, so it was okay. And overall, yeah, I think the substitutions were okay, but it just needed to be more precise. And I think he just took too long, something that Koeman and many managers do, you know? Tarek Yunis with another $10 donation. Thank you, dude. Man, I don't think I've celebrated as much as I did after Piqué's goal season. This win will give the players massive confidence. Visca Barça, indeed. I think I'm the same with you. Because in my humble opinion, I think the remontada against Granada was... I think it was cooler because it was more epic, because we were kind of just trailing for the last few minutes. Barcelona in this sense was also, but we needed like 2 goals, right? And we did manage to pull for 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, so that's insane. But this one was incredible as well, and I shouted, I went out all, I just gave him at all, and like I said, I just get excited. I get this adrenaline flowing from my body, and I don't get, this is something that I don't get. Some people I saw on Twitter, you know what, people were saying like, oh, this game, I'm done with it, I'm just gonna close out. And I'm like, how could you could possibly tune out of this game? I have the blood boiling and it's so hot, and that's the reason why I'm so hot right now, because literally my blood is like boiling hot. And this is the things that I love about this sport, because no matter what team you support, you will always get experiences like this. No matter in what level of team you support, you may support Plymouth in the like 3rd division of English football, you may support Liga, you may support Barcelona, you may support PSG. No matter what league, you're always gonna get this. You may be from Zimbabwe, you may be from Peru, you may be from Germany, it doesn't really matter. Every game can give you situations like this and moments, something that you will always remember. Here's a super chat from Akil Anat Samudrala that says, Buga, I decided... Oh no, it disappeared! What? Okay, no, it's here. Buga, I've decided to use Koeman's system on FIFA seasons, and I got Division 3 to Division 1. Good job, my dude. Currently, I'm in Division 3, but mainly because I cannot find games, because I play on PC, and in this part of the world, in South America, people don't play FIFA on PC, so because it's just way too expensive to get a PC in South America, right? So I have to go back to the UK and play there, because I literally find no matches. Vivian says, Buga, do you think Pedri was a little bit tired today? Maybe he wasn't 100%. Yeah, I think Pedri wasn't precisely at his best, but he obviously still was unbelievable. He really, really was. He played a very good game. There was a dink that he was just marked between 2 players, and he dinked the ball over Koundé, and I'm like, you know how people talk about Koundé is the best? Like, Pedri is just way better. And yeah, indeed, I love that from Pedri. I think he's incredible. He really, really is. We got a talent in our hands, and never would have I ever imagined that he was going to become this good and this soon, you know? Swarnadip Gosh saying that Dembele goal was equal to Neymar free kick in remontada. Not quite exactly, because it wasn't the last goal. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was similar to the free kick in a sense, because it was similar area in the field, and it was similar. I thought you were meaning about the final goal from Sergio Roberto, but I don't know what happened there. What a remontada, says Philip Mitsukuni. No, I said that wrong. Let me say it again. Philip Mitusinski says, what a remontada. Dembele from Dembele 11. Alumnami Musawu. Braithwaite keeps on performing for Koeman. He's capable of winning games. Yeah, I like Braithwaite, because Braithwaite is a player with talent. And talent is something that you don't get often. For instance, Braithwaite versus Mariano, I'll take Braithwaite every single day of the week. Because even though he came from Leganés and not from the Real Madrid youth setup, Braithwaite is someone that has that attitude to him, that personality, that strong character. And when you mix that with this talent of this team and a better quality overall, you get yourself a proper player that can just raise his level completely. But anyhow, we got more super chats, so let me read that. We got Sam with a $5 donation. Thank you, Sam, saying we will beat both Madrid teams in the next meeting. First place in La Liga incoming for us. We will win the Copa del Rey and La Liga this season. I want that to happen as well, and I believe it can happen. I'm with you on this one, Sam. I'm with you on this one. Sri Charan Besta saying, if Villarreal had scored that goal, it would have been one of the best all season. That goal in the post. I think it was like Messi to Dembele, Dembele to Griezmann, Griezmann to Villarreal. That goal would have been incredible, dude. So many different interactions and so fast. That is something that Barcelona surprised me today. Their ability to circulate the ball was pretty fast and was on point. And that is good. DT with a $2 donation, thank you, says, should we now expect another remontada against PSG? I don't think we can expect anything, but anything can happen in football. Like, if Barcelona comes out and puts in a 3-0 win, that may not be enough, I'm still going to be happy. And this is the thing, I want us to go to PSG and play like we did today, because we have nothing to lose and everything to win. If you go out there and you perform to your very, very best, of course you're going to be able to do performances like this, which is just crazy, which is incredible. So I want that to happen for us. I really want it to happen. But I'm not too sure whether we can actually come back, because it's against some far better team and against we have a way bigger margin, you know. What else do we have? Quickly. Nikhil Malhotora says, hey, Buga, big fan. What do you think about Koeman hugging and laughing with the players in the end? It has started to feel like the team fights for him. Yeah, indeed. I think, like Messi said a long time ago in his interview, he said that Koeman was the right appointment. And I also feel Koeman is the right appointment. Not because he's going to take us, like I said once again, he's not going to take us to the top. I think he may win some stuff, and he may be the guy to help start revitalize a revolution. I think Koeman is the right card to Pep Guardiola. You know what? I think Pep Guardiola would be shabby, but this Koeman would be the right card of Pep Guardiola, of that cycle. Let's rest assured that we won a Champions League with Rijkaard, right? Emmanuel Magdelano, Buga, I'm so proud of this team. We didn't give up, and that should always be the fucking mentality. I can't even breathe. My voice has gone. I'm gonna sleep like a king tonight. Indeed, may as well to include me in that plan. Panenka FC, we must win this final to win our first trophy against Levante or Bilbao. If you ask me to choose one, I really like Bilbao. Is a difficult team. I think Levante, we can do better against Levante, not because they're the smaller side, because they've actually been kind of a quite good side. As we know, they made life impossible for Atletico Madrid, but I just believe overall that with Levante, they are more open, and we're going to get more chances like that. What else? The entire Sevilla fell apart after Piqué goal. Yeah, they really did. They managed to scrape a little bit pieces here and there and come back. But overall, you could see the face of Koundé. Koundé was like, you know what? He was like that. He was really, 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 really done. Asemil Akhtar, if we're playing 3 at the back, do you think center back is an area we need to focus, like 2 new signings this summer? Yeah, I think it's an area of focus. I think if we bring in Eddie Garcia, would be good. In my FIFA career mode, for instance, I play Lenglet, Ronald Araujo, and De Ligt. That is my formation. But I guess you can say whatever. MX Junior, this week could not be better. Plus election season Sunday. I know, right? If we get Jan Laporta by the end of the week, a remontada and back in La Liga title race, that's a good week. Kabir Hassan says, create a Flick chat group. I could create one, but I never use Flick, so I cannot guarantee I would be there. I nearly broke my table after Piqué goal. Dude, break that table. Break that table. When we get to 1 million subscribers, break that table and I'll buy you a new one. Promise. When we get to 1 million, I promise you, break that table and I'll buy you a new one. What about Ilex Maria? Dude, Maria was insane. He really, really was. I love that when you can just bring the youngsters. They still perform to the team. I really like that. Rohan Pandey says, Buga, who do you pick as man of the match, Piqué or Mats? For me, it was Piqué. Mats, of course, did that super penalty save. That was just incredible. And I don't believe it was penalty. I really don't believe it was a penalty, but we're lucky that Ter Stegen comes out and saves it. Well, not really lucky because we have the best goalkeeper in the world. So indeed. But I'm gonna go still with Piqué. I think Piqué was monumental with the goal, and defending wise, he was really good. At the end of every ball, he was winning. Every duel that he had with City, he won. He was superb today. Adil Ahmed, even will get injured, how will it hamper our progress? A lot. I think it will hamper a lot because Dembele has been one of our best players this season. As we've seen so far in this game, he can pull out goals out of nothing. So indeed, I think he's gonna be an incredible player, and he just needs to continue like this. Francisco Hernandez, do you think Dembele was worth 105 million? I feel he's at the time. I could see the price tag because he was really that good, and so many clubs were going in for him. He was the next big thing. He was the Mbappe before Mbappe existed. I still feel that he can be that, to be honest, because so many. Here's the thing: when you take a look at Dembele and football and footballers in general, they respect Dembele a lot. You see that, like. You see the people that respect him as a footballer, Pogba, Griezmann, Mbappe, the three best players for France, basically. You see people like Messi always respecting Dembele and really going for him, Arturo Vidal, Luis Suarez, all of them really kind of giving praise to Dembele. These are world-class players and the best in their positions. So if they are giving all this praise to Dembele, it means that there's something about him. And yeah, I feel that he will be worth it. Maybe not now, but he will be worth. MNX Junior, when we beat Sevilla 6-1 on that comeback, we saved a pen, and today we saved a pen again. Oh yeah, the comeback, indeed. Emmanuel Magdaleno, Buga Piqué was brilliant today. He looked like so much better when he was Mingueza next to him, and Lenglet looked solid today. Yeah, Lenglet also looked pretty good today. I think those three make a really good partnership. Araujo, at the end of the day, maybe could come in for Lenglet, but overall we got a good defense now if they remain fit. Steve Shema says, I love your talks very much. They're simply a stroke of genius. Thank you, dude. Thank you. That's one of the best comments I've ever heard about my stuff, you know? Onimin Ramon says, Buga, will you make a preview for the PSG game? I think, here's the thing. I'm starting to believe I jinxed us a lot. So what I'm going to be doing is maybe I will do a video before the game, but not a preview about it, if you know what I mean. Buga, if we lost today, I would have been proud of our performance. We showed great unified and unity. That's the thing, guys. I want you to comment in the chat right now. How many of you, if we would have lost, if this game ended 3-1, how many of you would have say, oh, bullshit, whatever, or how many of you would actually give praise to the team? I want to know that. What would your opinion be if this game ended 3-1? I think Araujo, Todibo, Mingueza smells better than Garcia. I think that Garcia, the thing is that I think he will be an incredible player to mix with Araujo. And most importantly, I think that he will develop even better when he's at Barcelona. Like, right now, he may not be a good player, but I think that Garcia will just improve so much, you know? Buga, don't make a preview, for fuck's sake. No more previews. What else? Tumisang Fiti says, if Dembele can continue like this, he will definitely compete with the best in the world. Yeah, if Dembele continues like this, he will be insane. Absolutely insane. Hassan Patel, this team would deserve to be praised even if we lost. I was impressed. We showed the will to win the match. I would still be happy, of course. Good game by the players. Did Griezmann lost his starting spot? I think Griezmann has lost his starting spot because we just have better players right now and players that will give us more. Do you think Piqué is injured again? I mean, I think he's injured again, but I'm not sure if he actually is. But do you think we have confidence to come back against PSG? I think that confidence we have, but the thing is that whether we're actually going to have the talent required to do that. We need to play even better than we did today to play PSG. And so, to be completely honest, against that Sevilla, the first game in the league, Sevilla versus Barça, at their ground, you know, in the Ramon Sánchez Pizjuan, the key was that Barcelona needed to improve from that game. And they improved a lot. And I like that because I was very worried that if they didn't improve, we would have just been caught out of guard because Lopetegui would have been able to just find a better solution for this. But in one hand, the solution of Lopetegui didn't work. The two strikers in De Jong and City didn't work. And then Barcelona's own formation in the 3-5-2 worked better. We had the same team and it worked even better. So indeed, yeah, I think this is something that we must continue, and I like that. Do you know that Diaby is faster than Davis? Actually, I didn't know that. Big Drink Mo says, do you think Lenglet's handball was a penalty? I think it was a penalty. Let's be honest. I do think it was a penalty. But yeah, I think it was a penalty. But at the end of the day, the rules say that if it bounces off the chest and then it hits the hand, then it isn't. But I wouldn't be in disagreement if that was given as a penalty. I have to admit that it was a penalty. I do feel it was a penalty. Anyhow, I'm gonna retreat here because if you remember, Sevilla said something about they did a meme about Barcelona and said Europa League Sevilla in the last 16, and Barcelona comes out and says football is all about respect. Bonanit, incredible. Anyhow, back to the live stream. Lo, you're delusional. What about? Feel bad for Ricky Puig. Koeman doesn't trust him. It does feel like that, right? Because for me, Ricky Puig was the perfect substitution after when Moriba came in. But yeah, I would have liked to see Ricky Puig play, but he got it right with Moriba, so just leave it there, you know. Buga, do you think the 3-5-2 is wonderful for us? I think it's a really good formation because it takes out the limitations completely of the team. And that is something that I want to explain in my next video. I'm hopefully going to make a video before that game against Osasuna where we talk about this formation and how we can actually improve on it a lot, because I think the 3-5-2 is a very good formation for us. Since a lot of our players, like Busquets, for instance, Dest, and Jordi Alba, those three particularly are not the best when it comes to defending because they're not the best in interpreting the space when they have to come back and defend, or when they have to track a runner. They are not really good at that. So when you have a 3-5-2, you have more numbers just in defense, and that is easier to cover because there are more players there. So Koeman is trying to limit what would be the detriments of the team, or the detriment, of the team, instead of just kind of pushing. Before I always say that Barcelona played like against PSG. Here's the key, guys. Listen to this. If you want to listen to something throughout the entire video, just listen to this. Against PSG, Barcelona played for the deficiencies of the team. So it kind of like Koeman set up the team in a way where he was kind of counteracting the detriments or the negatives of this team. So Alba, Des don't defend good, then put them in and add more players on the wings. This time around, Barcelona is playing to the advantages of their players, to the benefits, to the goods, to the strengths of their players. And that's even better. Pace, Dembele, go for the middle. Des and Jordi are very good attacking, then they're bad defending. What do? Put an extra man in the center back position. Busquets is very good at delivering. How can we ensure that he's as good as in distributing like that? Well, add an extra name in defense. Those sort of things, the way of thinking about it, I believe it's just what changed completely about Barcelona today. And I just couldn't be happier. I just couldn't be happier. I really, really couldn't be happier. But yeah. Anyhow, let's go back. Should we experiment with this formation against Osasuna? Certainly. I think it's something that we should try and do against Osasuna. I think this is a formation that we should kind of stick to the same ways until we play PSG potentially. I also feel that, remember when we were with Luis Enrique, right? Right before the PSG remontada with Luis Enrique, we changed formations. We changed formations to a 3-4-3. And it worked because we kind of came back with that same formation. I think Barcelona should stick with this one as well, play the 3-5-2 until the PSG game. So we kind of nail the best we can do and just stick with that formation until we get to play PSG. Because we never know what can happen. I feel that we can come back against PSG. I think we can. It's going to be hard, of course, but I think we can. Like, we can do it against PSG. We just have to give it at 100% and make sure that we can play to the best. So to ensure we can do that, we need to make the best with this formation. So indeed, we should try it and give it a roll. But can we use 3-5-2 in every game? Maybe not. Kind of like what Brad Hamad is saying here, that 3-5-2 works better when a team is not bunkering in. That's the thing. It works better like that because Barcelona are way better in attacking. So just by pushing this number forwards, it really works. So maybe when we're playing a solid team like a PSG, a Sevilla, we can play this formation. But against Osasuna, for instance, we can change it to 4-3-3 as well. It's what the manager really needs to think about it. So yeah. Siar Mukuni says, guys, let's be honest. The chances to pass against PSG are almost zero. Not because they play better, but just because we flopped at Camp Nou. So let's go there and try to do our best and play a good game. That's exactly what I want. I want to go to PSG and make sure we compete. That is everything I'm asking. I only want this team to compete. If we compete, then we can make it. I just want us to compete. I need us to compete. Barcelona needs to go out there and compete. That is what we need. We need to compete because Barcelona first leg we didn't compete at all. We were embarrassing. It was humiliating. But this time around, we just this game, for instance, we made sure that we played our own game and we managed to go through. So yeah, we that's exactly what we need to go against PSG. We need to prove that we can win this game. Barcelona should alternate between the 3-4-3 and 3-5-2 depending on opposition strength. Yeah, I agree with that. Feel bad for Ocampos, man. I don't really feel bad for Ocampos. I really don't. I don't know him that much, but I don't feel sad for him at all. Buga Bartomeus brought us luck. I guess so, right? Big Remo, do you think the outcome would have been different against PSG if we used this formation? Hard to say, honestly, but yeah, probably. But also, we needed the game against PSG to come up with his formation. So they're both kind of hand in hand. So it's not something that I just can tell you with this exactitude. MR BugaLuis, by the way, I broke my permanent tooth after Piquet's goal. GG, really, no way. Bennett Emmanuel, help me send a screenshot of this match at PSG. We're coming. I like this confidence, dudes. I like this confidence because this is exactly what we need for the game against PSG. To do just our best. We don't have to go there and win. We just have to do our best. Bro, I believed in this comeback at this 92 minute. I thought that the comeback was almost over, I must admit. Against Granada, I believed in the comeback to the last minute, but this one I was like, we're not gonna do it. I believed to the comeback around until the 86th minute. After the 86th minute, I was like, nah, we don't believe in the comeback. I say the penalty save of Trastegen also helped me believe in the comeback. Did you all see Laporta celebrating like crazy? No, I didn't. Do you have a video for that? Can you link it in the chat so I can put it up here for everyone to see and then I can go watch it myself? Koeman changed the dressing room's mentality. Yeah, I agree completely. I feel that Koeman has been a really good revolutionary kind of overall presence to the team, to be honest. Let me read now in a minute. I want to read some of the press conference kind of statements from Koeman. Koeman says, I am very happy and very proud of this team. Hopefully we can bring some fans to the final. As a coach, I can't ask for more than we've seen tonight. Perfect said. Koeman, Gerard played a great game and proved to be one of the leaders. He understood what we needed and he made it 2-0 at a very important moment, but it's not fair to single out a single player. The whole team is to be proud of. Koeman, it's true any game would be better. Any game that we play at home without an audience is bad. Football is played for the fans, for the Catalans in our case, and enjoying a night like this with 90,000 fans would have been something more. I agree. And yeah, basically that's everything that Koeman said. Apparently there's more to come, but I'm just so happy with the entire thing. I'm just so happy with this today, dude. I'm gonna be so happy today. Setien was the worst coach in this decade. Ooh, that's kind of harsh. In Barcelona, maybe, but I bet he was kind of good. Tata Martino was a little bit better than Setien. Bro, with the amount of comebacks Barca are doing, if we do the PSG one, I might die. Count me in. We can buy coffins together and just have like a little place called the Barcelona Cemetery for all the fans that died because we come back. Koeman has absorbed a lot of criticism this season, but we may have found a gold mine of affirmation. I know, right? Piqué is that you love, but they just don't get any more. And you've been recently having issues, but when you need them the most, they're there to come clutch. Oh, that is so true. That is so true. that is the best comment I've seen. MTK1 with the comment of the live stream. Koeman outclasses Lopetegui for a second match in a row. I know, right? That's the thing. He outclasses him again. I think the formation from the 3-5-2 then to the back to the 4-3-3 helped us a lot. We need to score more goals in the first half so we can play comfortably in the second. I know. That is something that also we need. Going out and trying to win these games from the get-go really, really helped us do this. Do match previews for Athletic and Real Madrid so they draw points. That's a strategy. That's a strategy I never thought of. Mihailo Jovanovic. That's a strategy I didn't think of. Maybe I should do that. Miguel is the guy she told you not to worry about. I'm not gonna lie, Miguel looks kind of like doesn't look like the coolest person off the pitch, but inside the pitch, he can be that guy. Tata Martino's season for me was a roller coaster at times. A roller coaster in the good sense or bad sense? Who else saw Ilex Moriba mocking Suso on Barca's IG, then tagging Pedri? I didn't. Tag me so I can see it. Tag me so I can see it. Who do you want new for a president? Look, I always said, I said that Font's project is good, and I think it's more prepared than Laporta. But my opinion has changed a lot in the way that this team and what they need right now, I do feel is Laporta more than Font. I think this team, what needs more importantly is to regain the confidence. And if we bring Font, we can eventually create like a civil war within the fan base, and that is something that I don't want. So I think Laporta is honestly the best choice right now for this club. En español, porfa. What the hell do you want in Spanish? Let me know. Will this be a regular formation now or only for difficult opponents? I'm not too sure, but it's a formation we need to continue with. I really like this one. I really, really like this. My guess is so good, man. Yeah, I know. Will this be a regular formation now or... Okay, I already answered that. Stop spamming. Are you reading these comments? Yeah, I'm reading these comments, says Mir Lind. Mingueza looks like a Sergio Ramos region. He kind of does. He kind of really does. He started playing a right back, then center back. He's like a Sergio Ramos rematch. Carlton Morrison's just game. How was that game? Dude, it was incredible. It was incredible. Aman says Puyol tweeted mocking Suso. I know. I just saw that as well. I also agree that Griezmann played really good. I think Griezmann played really good in today's game. I really, really do. You are the best, but never do a preview. That is one thing. One day I want to break that curse. And I honestly think it's better against this PSG remontada, potentially, than another game next season. So, or the final. But we need to break this. I think this season we're going to break the preview curse. Once we break the preview curse, we're golden. We are golden, but we have to break that curse. I don't think it's going to be against PSG, but I think maybe in the final we'll break it. What about Braithwaite calls? Ooh, Braithwaite was incredible as well today. I think, I already mentioned it, but with the quality around him, he just improved a lot. He has really kind of pushed forward and all of that. And wait, I just saw Pedri. Pedri was mocking Suso. Yes! Just what we needed. Pedri mocking Suso. Yes. That's exactly what we needed. Pedri mocking Suso. Finally, that's exactly what we needed. Suso has garnered so many hate right now, honestly. Oh my god, I love this game. I love Pedri. What a goat. What a proper goat. What a goat. There's also a picture of Rakitic in the back, like crying. That's also pretty nice. What else? What else? Oh, I just wanna finish this and go on Twitter and just see everything. I really wanna. Where says people in Pedri? Oh, in Twitter. On Twitter, go on Twitter, and if you follow Pedri, you'll see that Pedri responding to Suso, just the same comment as he did last time, just killing him off. Abdullah Omar Guiabo says, do you notice a drop off after scoring the third goal? Koeman should have worked on that, being relentless and keep going to the final. Yeah, I know it's a mixture of stamina, but I think that's where substitutions really can help you garnish an extra level. So yeah. Bashan says, if we beat Real Madrid and Atletico, and Real Betis, Atletico, then we'll have a huge chance of winning the league. Yeah, pretty much. If we beat everyone, we'll have chance of winning the league. Ranieri at Leicester. Now we go straight away to the title. Now it's Koeman's turn. Yes, please. Do you think the penalty Sevilla got was fair? Like I say, I understand if he would have given it, but it didn't happen. So I don't really care too much about it. Pedri's loving it, dude. Pedri's kind of like prominence in this team is gonna grow so much. He has become such an incredible player for us. So I just love this, dude. I just love this. I just love it. PK is not injured, apparently. PK is not injured, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Pedri, what do you mean, Pedri? Pedri did respond. What the frick are you saying, dude? Pedri did respond. Pedri and Mariba both responded. Osman Jelani says, Koeman absolutely deserved recognition and credit. He didn't have to leave his safe job in Netherlands. He came here, and when he were in Bruins, he's doing the best. That's the thing. He's doing the best that he can. And just like Ohasan A is saying here, Ohasana A, sorry, says, imagine when Fatih is back. Once Fatih is back, once we get a better team overall, we will go and improve and grow and grow and grow and grow. And that's just exactly what we need. So I just love this. I just love this. And I cannot imagine what we can do for the later games. As well, like Hassan Patel is saying, bro, Messi's pressing was underappreciated. Today he was brilliant in another way. Yeah, that's the thing. He was just improved. He put Messi just became much better in all the facets of his game. And when we talk about Messi not being the best when it comes to maybe not as involved in the game, today he was just proper in. He was giving his all, winning every duel. He's just doing everything that he can, and I just love that. I just really love that. So we must continue like that. We must just continue like that. People miss the game. Dude, you missed the game. How did you miss the game? It's Coutinho, bro. That's the thing. Coutinho's in this team. Coutinho's in this team, dude. I almost forgot about that. Coutinho's still in this team. Anyhow, guys. I just love you guys. I love you guys. I love this club so much. Remontada Kings for the win. Yet another remontada. And I just want to say thank you for everyone. Really, thank you for everyone. Go and check out the video previously where we talked about transfer targets. Go there, check it out. Very good video. Go there, check it out. New video about transfer targets. Here we come inbound for next season. And the next video that we're going to be doing today in this channel is going to be a talk on this formation. And we're going to talk about this formation and break it down completely. So if you want to know everything about this formation and more about Barcelona and what's to come, just subscribe to the channel and you'll have a very good time. I promise you. Anyhow, good luck on you guys. Take a good one. Have a nice, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Love this game. See you.